Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on Esports.
Versus Thresh. The final pick here, Faker going back to a favorite, potentially. These are two champions with SKT skins, by the way, as the Syndra is taking this Cloud Drake. Cloud Drake being our first dragon does add to the excitement levels because it's likely we don't.
Against the Diana and against the Nautilus.
And with Canna showing the Aftershock, it'll most likely be a more tanky set.
Yeah.
So they just need to kill Teddy to get rid of the physical damage as Effort goes golden. Sentry is down. Teddy has optimal guns right now as the bullet time comes in. Effort going to go down very low, but Aftershock, so much value right there, and aiming still desperately.
Doing. Diana came over and...
Bono, okay. Teddy going to be put into the Cataclysm. Bono's pretty tanky right now as Tucson taking a lot of damage, takes the Lantern, but Bono once again going to be dead. Golden is Tucson and so on. Looks for the perfect execution, but gets face broken and can't actually complete. Secondary ultimate going to be used just to escape, as now Kuro is in the back of a dragon pit and he really doesn't want to be. Tucson, throw him a dang lantern. He doesn't have the cooldown. He's waiting for it. Kuro, yeah, he gets out. I would have yelled at them just for a little while, but no, he didn't actually have that cooldown available, and they let him live. I don't know whether they'll do that next time, and T1 have themselves a big lead now at 12 minutes.
Hasn't really come online yet. Cassiopeia still...
Oh, okay. Tucson gets picked.
Well,
the playback does come in here as now Bono's going to find the knock-up, and that is just a bait. And Teddy is going to have to run for the hills. No mana, but no worries after the... Can we do a phone a friend?
Can we
phone a friend? Producers, if you're listening, if you could just write it on our screen. What happened here is, oh my goodness, just walked into a hook. Teddy gets a free kill onto aiming, and that was special delivery. Kuro's also here.
What is Kuro doing?
Not entirely sure, to be honest, LS. This is bad news bears. He yells excitedly, but that is going to be to his own demise, as now Ward goes in, Bono goes more aggressively. You can't cancel him anymore, and sometimes if you believe, then things can be good, as Teddy, finds the stun, Calibrum and Gravitum. The lockdown potential of that particular combo for the Aphelios, very strong.
Waiting to get it right now. They're down 4,000 gold though, so.
And Effort going for the steal. We'll see whether he can, as he has actually bullied the rest of T1 out of the way. Eventually, Cataclysm does come down, as there it is. Bono going to dash straight back in, as the perfect execution will help grab one of the kills, but now T1's here. Haymaker comes down. Kuro once again going to die as Kaz misses the Q, and now Aiming's looking for the damage, but there's the scat of the week from Faker. Locks him down. Moonlight Vigil going to be flash game. A 4,000 gold lead. Probably the best T1 hasn't continued down the line, as Infernal Drake number 2 to be picked up from T1. They will be threatening in 5 minutes, and Infernal Soul.
Resources amongst champions, and the other thing to consider is base levels. You have one in mid lane. You have two in 80.
Gonna have to use the heal as Bono dives in, but Tenny's turned it around. Look at the chakrams and the massive damage that came out as the dredge line for Effort, but straight into the wall, finds the depth charge onto Tucson, but he's got the stone plate, wanting to stay here for as long as possible and buy time, but he's instead just going to go straight to the death chamber as Kuro gets on top of Kuz, the face breaker from Canna, as he suplexes Kuro right into the back line, and the Haymaker for an instant double kill as he picks up the Jarvan as well, so on.
Way too far ahead. And when they're ahead with the Syndra and the Diana, they have base levels, they have item advantages. These are two champions.
You on the Crescendum, the turret, if it hits someone, it tags. There it is, Moonlight Vigil does come down.
What are you
Bono
doing?
Diving into the back line. He presses his button on the lantern, but he's unable to actually save himself, as Unleashed Power will follow you. And this has not been the game for Bono so far. I didn't even notice him going in because it was so weird that he decided to. And I was talking about Aphelios, so it required all of my brain in order to do that. As the hook goes wide there from Tushin, but honestly, there is nothing the rest of KT can do. This has been Bono not quite having the game in him today. And full map control. And 10,000 gold in the lead.
All right, well, this is...
Oh, in he goes again. Here we go. Goes golden, does Faker. He will keep himself alive. Uses the heal as well just to make sure he's going to be all right. As Teddy switches to Severum, keeps himself alive there. Don't know whether it was entirely necessary. As Soan goes golden, and Cuz will pick up the kill. Just couldn't quite get there. Got 0-2. Why are we even banning her?
Well, that would be result-based analysis. But that would,
is it Elise also result-based analysis? Is that how that is? Because her
I
win
see what
rate's
you did
also
there.
really low.
I see what you did there, yeah.
Also, is MF a terrible champion because her win rate is very low, staggeringly low, and will only get lower as these Nexus turrets fall down. Dredgeline goes wide, but it doesn't matter. Effort is absolutely fine. It's just this Nexus that has to fall down. Cuz also does fall, but it doesn't actually matter. The main 50 gold that you get in the game goes over to T1. And they are going to be able to start this series off with a win. Telecom War win number 1 going over to T1. And game 1 wins were all that KT were good at in week 1.
And I mean,
did spend his time playing it over in the LPL, but a region where there were certainly a lot of very skilled. To trade this one back, Cuz just going to help get this lane shoved forward to allow a good back timing here for the T1 bottom lane. Faker might be in trouble now as the Predator was procced. Kuro, he finds the bubble, and they should be able to find this kill as well. As Malrong, he's stunned up by the gravity field, but First Blood delivered, hand-delivered, on a silver platter.
To sustain inside of this lane, we take a look at the XP points in Kuro and Soan. At the very top.
Here comes the on-horn though. The flash not going to be enough there from Soan as the flash forward. Canna, he really wants this one. And he'll get the searing charge, get the knock up, and Soan should be going down here. As Tucson, he's going to come in, looks for Cuz. Does have a fair few minions as Malrong's making his way up as well. The Grey Help going to be utilized. Now Malrong, he picks up a Chaos Storm, and Tucson has to flash to get the heck out of there. Cuz grabs the last axe, and that is going to be the one to put the Tahm Kench in the ground. Late teleport.
Which then amplifies your magic resistances that you end up purchasing via the Abyssal Mask. So, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Soan.
Yeah, another on-horn comes in, and Canna is landing all of these. But Dawning Shadow does fly forward, and now Malrong, unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to help him. Just uses his stopwatch, but he's going to be able to keep it alive. No, messes up Kuro's Battlestar. The flash forward gets a smite there onto Cuz. Don't know why that happened, and he throws his life away.
Yeah.
My friend.
Well, Mountain Dragon now. Gonna be the pickup, and this is a fantastic trade.
Dead? Yeah, he is. But didn't he know that?
I have nothing to say.
Goodness gracious me. Aiming misses the cannon, but Effort picks up some plates.
I think Aiming is now dead as well. He doesn't have flash available, tries to heal, but...
Flash Undertow is going to do it. Effort with the Battle Dance and the Grand Entrance just guarantees that Aiming has no way out. Some plates gathered in the mid lane.
Flash, no flash. I think that he was referring to Aiming.
Yep.
I think that was him trying to tell Cuz.
And this is the flow-on effect, right? This is where bottom outer falls down, you have an 80 carry with a 50-odd CS lead. Teleport now towards the bottom side to try and salvage anything as Tucson's just going to eat the on so that he can't move back the ram. And that's a party cast because this was a Canna that was definitely already dead. KT do manage to successfully dive this one out. It'll be difficult. Ghostblade done here for Aiming. Wants to have the added utility of being able to be more maneuverable, but we got 5 minutes until that Cloud Soul is going to be there for T1 if nobody else turns up. You can see Xayah wanting to get some control vision in here, going 1 versus 2.
Hey.
As Tucson going down extremely low. The Grand Entrance not going to find Malrong, but the quickness, no, not able to get it. But Teddy will find that last auto as Aiming not knocked up by the ram. And Cuz still sitting at very, very low health, but as his attack speed increases, oh my god, Aiming one more auto, the Feather Storm comes forward, but Aiming's able to get out of it.
You know what? Kana might not have built perfectly great on Ornn, but if Cuz does build the Abyssal Mask here on Olaf, I think I think that's
having a
fight.
great time already. Yeah, I'm having a great time already. I'm giving him the MVP just for that, as there's the double knock-up on the on-horn. Tucson has to devour Aiming very early in this fight, and so on. No one to get him out of trouble because of it. Chaos Storm does come in, and Kuro chunked to about half, as now Faker's just pushing it underneath this turret. Another Death Ray flying forward, the minions taxiing on in. Teddy will get snared. He's got Effort dancing around. He's still holding on to his Q, seeing whether he can get that grand entrance to try and lock anyone down, but these turrets are falling, and KT look to have no answers. Good double snare as there's the Dawning Shadow, and Baker gets picked off, but Teddy, he's still alive, just destroys Malrong as the second Nexus turret also falls. Effort sacrifices his health bar, but he will survive as Kuro gets snared up by the Blade Caller, and T1, they are all business at the end of this game. Just destroy the Nexus and move on. A swift 2-0, and T1's first so far for LCK 2020 Spring. This is a T1 reborn here at the beginning. Just forget week 1 even happened. We're all about week 2 in the T1 camp.
And I'm really trying to think who to give MVP here to.